Good morning, everybody. Myself, Dr. Divakar Tijanarkar. I am a senior lecturer of this college, Praveen Patil, College of Diploma Engineering and Technology. So, student, last time we have to explain Kirchhoff's law, first or first law of Kirchhoff's. Today I explain. So, at that time we have to derive the equation of Kirchhoff's first law, that is summation I equal to 0. So today I explain Kirchhoff's second law. So statement of this law, Kirchhoff's second law states that the product of current and resistance, keep in your mind, current I and resistance R. So the product of current and resistance of each part of closed loop also known as mesh is equal to the algebraic of EMF in the circuit. Again I repeat this statement. The product of current and resistance of each part of closed loop or closed mesh is equal to the algebraic of EMF in the circuit. So in mathematically, summation IR equal to summation E is equal to, here is I is the current, electric current, R is the resistance, and E be the algebraic EMF or E be the EMF. EMF means electromotive force. So what is our statement? The Kirchhoff's second law states that the product of current and resistance is equal to the EMF or is equal to the electromotive force. Kirchhoff's second law apply following steps. Number 1, select starting point of closure. Select starting point of closed loop or mesh. Assuming current flowing in closed wire direction as a positive and anti-clockwise and negative. Assuming current flowing in clockwise direction as a positive and anti-clockwise direction in negative. Third point, assuming electromotive force in assuming electromotive force in clockwise direction as a positive and anti-clockwise direction in negative. Fourth point, find algebraic sum of potential drop. So again I repeat this second law of Kirchhoff's. Points. Number 1, select starting point. When we have to do some mathematical equations, so first we select the closed loop or point. So that is the important. Then assuming current, we assume the current flowing in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Keep in your mind. Current flow in the circuit at that time. In case of positive direction or anti-clockwise direction, we have to assume this point. When we have to start the current in the circuit, at that time, those current flow from one place to another place in the circuit. So, which direction we have to assume? In case of positive direction or negative direction. In case of clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. So the direction of the current we have to assume. Third point, assuming EMF, electromotive force. So electromotive force we have to observe that electromotive force in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Electromotive force assume in case of positive direction or negative direction. So these 2 points we have to assume first, keep in your mind. And finally, find the algebraic sum of potential drop. Find the algebraic equation or mathematical equation, sum of the potential drop. So these 4 points is important to apply the steps one by one according to Kirchhoff's second law. Then equal sum of potential drop EMF. This is fifth point in case of, this is the fifth step of according to Kirchhoff's law. Equal the sum of potential drop and EMF. Electromotive force and potential drop or potential difference must be equal, keeping your mind. Equal sum of potential drop, matlab addition of the potential drop and electromotive force must be equal. So this is the fifth point of fifth step according to Kirchhoff's second law. Then Wheatstone network or Wheatstone bridge. This is the circuit diagram of Wheatstone network, also known as Wheatstone bridge. Here is R1, R2, R4 and R3. So R1, R2, R3 and R4. This is the resistance and which are connected in the circuit according to Wheatstone network or Wheatstone bridge. This symbol is battery. This G is the galvanometer which are connected across S and Q. G is the galvanometer which are connected S across S and Q points. Keep in your mind. So, according to circuit diagram, R1, R2, R3 and R4 are connected in series, but both series combination are connected in parallel. In case of R1, R2, R3, here is all resistance or 4 resistors are connected in series, but 2 series combination are connected in parallel. Suppose we have to consider this is R1 and R4 or R1 and R2 are series and here is R3 and R4 are series combination connected in the circuit. But here this two series combination which are parallel to each other. Galvanometer are connected across the QS or SQ point and battery cell connected across PQ. Battery cell connected across PQ and galvanometer are connected across QS. In this network, R1, R3 and R3, R1, R3. In this network, R1, R3 are kept constant and R4 is adjusted. R3 is kept constant and R4 is adjusted. We have to adjust R4, that is resistance 4. Current flow through the circuit but does not flow through the galvanometer. Current flow through the circuit but does not flow through the galvanometer. Then we have to start the current in the circuit. So at that time, current flow through the circuit but does not flow through the galvanometer. It means that galvanometer get null deflection or zero deflection. So galvanometer shows zero deflection or null deflection. Network should be balanced. It means that point Q and S are equal potential. Q and S are equal potential. I1 R1 equal to I2 R4 and I1 R2 equal to I2 R3. So combination of these two equation or I1 R1 upon I1 R2 equal to I2 R4 upon I2 R3. So from equation 1 and 2, I1 R1 upon I1 R2 equal to I2 R4 upon I2 R3. And this is the Wheatstone network equation. This is the Wheatstone network equation. I1 R1 upon I1 R2 equal to I2 R4 upon I2 R3. So here I1 get cancelled, I2 get cancelled. So our equation R1 upon R2 equal to R4 upon R3. R1 upon R2 equal to R4 upon R3. This is our Wheatstone network equation. So here I1, I2 with the current which are flowing through the circuit, and R1 and R1, R2, R3 and R4 are resistance which are connected in series in the circuit. So this equation I1 R1 upon I1 R2 equal to I2 R4 upon I2 R3. So this is the balance equation or balance condition of Wheatstone network. So student, today I stop here. Thank you very much.